Never fight for his attention, and you will always have it. Hello, my name is Greta Bereisaite. I'm dating and relationship coach for women. For the awesome high-value women secrets, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And just before I share with you 8 ways how not fighting for his attention will mean that he will give you more attention, don't forget to take my free self-awareness test to find out are you a woman of high value or low value, which I will drop down in the video description box below. And as always, if you would like any of my merch, chase goals, no drama, you can get this in my YouTube store. The tip number 1 is don't assume the worst in the situation, as assuming the worst, assuming the negative will make you get upset, will make you confront him, and therefore it will show your insecurities and lack of self-worth. Let me give you an example. So one of my clients' boyfriend went on a holiday and he came back after 2 weeks, and when he saw her, he didn't really show any excitement. And she said to me that she's worried that he doesn't have feelings for her. And I said, well, let's look at the whole relationship. Through the whole relationship, we can see that he's a guy who does a lot of hot and cold, who plays a lot of games. And I said to her, you know what, don't panic of his lack of excitement. It could be that it's a game, or it could be maybe he did not miss you that much, but the key is you can't really do much apart from like just observe the behavior and continue with your life. You can't really complain to a guy, you're not excited when you see me. And a lot of times it can also be a game. On top of that, I did say to her, you know, if it was me and the guy sees me and he doesn't show me a lot of excitement, I would assume either he's in a bad mood, is having a bad day, or something else to do with him. My first thoughts would not be negative, and I would not take it personally straight away, oh, maybe he doesn't like me anymore. Because when you think like that, it's because due to your own insecurities and your own lack of self-worth. But when you have a lot of self-worth, when you're secure and confident, the first thought is not usually a personal one, it's usually the one to do with the outside influence. All right. Anyway, long story short, what happened next time he saw my client again, and he said to her, oh, like, I'm so excited to see you. And that word excitement showed us his cards, gave it away that all he was doing was playing hot and cold in the first place with my client, and her not reacting to it was the right thing to do. So anyway, ladies, if you would like to know the games men play on women, I also have a games video for sale, which I will drop down in the video description box below. Number 2, never fight for his attention, especially if he is trying to plant a seed in your mind by creating competition. So another client of mine shared something very interesting, and we just knew straight away that it's a game, because the guy that she's dating at this time being, he is a big game player. Literally every step he takes is a strategy, it's a game. And she spotted it like that. So this is what he's doing. He's texting to her like good morning and all of that, and he actually stays in touch with her through the day, but he doesn't send her any messages after 6 p.m. And because we are just dating, what he's doing, he is playing with her mind, and he's planting an insecurity that perhaps he's not texting her any messages after 6 p.m. because he's going on dates, right? So that the girl would start to compete and would start to pursue and message him more. Of course, if you're in this position, my advice is just be secure and confident and stay as you are. Let him text you, you respond. Let him text you, you respond. Ignore the whole him not texting after 6 p.m. and don't let your mind go wild. And even if your mind does go wild, at the end of the day, if he's really into you, he will choose you. And not fighting for his attention, this is exactly what will make you a challenge, and it will make you stand out from the rest. and how to be a challenge for a man, check out my video right here. Number 3, how not fighting for his attention, you will always have it, is a lot of girls, when we don't get enough attention from the guy, because we as girls, we love attention. Everybody knows how much women love attention, right? And so if you don't get enough of attention from your guy, let's say he's not in touch with you that much during the week, or he doesn't call you as much, and you're thinking to communicate with him and explain him your needs by being open to him, let me tell you that this is not going to work. For a man to be in touch with you more, he needs to want to be in touch with you more. He's not in touch with you that much is because he doesn't want to be in touch with you that much, or maybe because he doesn't need to be in touch with you that much. And if you're gonna be pushing him to give you more attention by being open with him, I have good news and I have bad news. Bad news are that you will come across needy and he might start to pull away from you, or he might start to complain that you're putting too much pressure in a relationship or giving you excuses. The good news are that he might actually step it up for a week or 2 and will start to give you more attention. But after a while, things will fall back to how they used to be. So at the end of the day, this does not work. And ladies who are in this type of situation, I usually tend to say, you know, like if a guy is really independent and he is not as needy as you are, he may just not be a match for you. You know, like when you're a person who likes and needs a lot of attention, a lot of affection, you need a guy who's similar to this also. You know, because if you're a needy girl and you're dating a very, very independent guy, you're just not gonna be happy. Same as he's not gonna be happy because he'll feel too pressured and you'll feel like you're not getting enough. Instead of complaining of not getting enough of attention, choose the right match for you. Because if he's not a needy guy, he's just not gonna give you more as he feels giving to you freely. Number 4 is don't get jealous about him spending time with his family members, with his friends, or doing boyish things. It's actually very good for the relationship for a number of reasons. First of all, if he is prioritizing his friends at this time being, or his family members, or just doing boyish things, is because he feels the need for it. He needs to do what he has to do in order to be happy, same as you need to do what you have to do in order to be happy. So if you will start to complain or nag that he doesn't spend enough of time with you, and instead of being with his guy friends, now he will listen to you and will actually start to spend time with you, he's not gonna be the best version of himself because his needs will not be fulfilled. And when he's gonna be spending time with you while not being the best version of himself, you're just not gonna enjoy the time with him. Therefore, if he wants to be with his family or friends or do something else by himself, encourage him to do that and be happy for him. Ladies, I have a very good video about having a distance with a guy and how it benefits your relationship, which you can check out just by following the link right here. Number 5. So this is more for dating. So I would say maybe for more younger girls, maybe early 20s or early 30s. So guys who didn't have you will always come your way. You know, so for example, if you're at uni, or maybe you're working in a place and it's full of guys and it's very social environment, right? And let's say you have an eye on a guy and it seems like he has an eye on you too, but he's not really approaching you. He's approaching someone else, and then someone else and someone else, right? Especially when guys are young, like early 20s, they just want to play the field. The best thing that you can do in this situation, be nice and friendly, have this open vibe, but don't compete with anyone, all right? Your turn will come. Usually when you're in a group, the one that nobody had And if it's a new group, like the boys will play the field on all the girls in the first couple of months, then after a few months everybody's gonna be on your case because we didn't have you. This is exactly when you can be charming, happy, and high value. And if you'll play your cards wisely, he'll stay there and he's not gonna go anywhere. So the key is never compete with other women for guys. Stay patient, stay happy, and your turn will come. Number 6, it is really important, ladies, when you are going out, enjoy yourself. Be content with your life. Be happy. Don't go out to places with the intention to meet a man. If you're going to, let's say, posh places or like beautiful restaurants, go there to enjoy the food with a fun friend and enjoy the company. Focus on a friend, enjoy the meal, enjoy the atmosphere. Stay happy and content. If someone will be interested in you, will make their way and will approach you. Ladies, if the guys who you're not really into are approaching you and making you laugh, enjoy their company, have a laugh. Don't reject these guys who can add your evening fun and excitement just because they are not your type and you're looking for that Mr. Right to sweep you off your feet. Enjoy yourself, have a good time, be content with what you have. If you're only going out to be seen and to find that right guy, after every single night, when that right guy is not approaching you, you will come back home disappointed. Number 7, no matter what any single guy says, challenge is always attractive. Putting yourself on a plate, competing for his attention, being needy, acting desperate, making your life all about a man, it is a massive, massive, massive turn off. Challenge is always attractive. However, guys who are single will never admit that a woman being a challenge for a man is attractive because it does not benefit them. Men who are single, majority of them initially are looking for some fun with no investment. Even though these guys get hooked on a challenge as well, usually guys are a bit egotistic. We like some ego stroke. And when they get to have you easily, strokes their ego and we kind of collect you as a sport card. Then we usually brag about their one-night stands to their friends. Also, the reason guys don't admit that we like a challenge, because being a challenge, you're getting a guy to fall in love with you by investing into you, by becoming vulnerable, by opening his heart to you. When a guy is falling for a challenge, it's actually dangerous for him because he's risking to get his heart broken. And he's scared to be vulnerable and risk his heart. So of course he's gonna tell you that he likes things easily, as it doesn't require any investment from his side. It does not keep his heart vulnerable and his feelings don't get hurt. Number 8. Don't fall for his games, such as, let's say, 1 week of no contact. This is very, very common. And guys do this game even to the girls that we love, admire, and cherish. However, nowadays, I really recommend for you ladies, when you get this game from a guy, let's say even no week of no contact with you for no reason whatsoever, when he eventually gets in touch with you, I would tell you to call him out on it and break up with him. By breaking up, you're setting in a boundary, and the breakup for this reason usually is a boundary setting. If he comes after you and steps it up and doesn't play these games again, yes, you can take him back. If he doesn't and he says, yeah, whatever, you should have been the one texting me first, then let it go and don't worry about it, because at the end of the day, he will leave with a seed planted in his mind. The seed planted in his mind will be there because you were the one setting in a boundary by showing self-respect. Self-respect is the hottest thing that a woman can have, because you're showing self-respect here. Even if he breaks up with you or says, I don't care about you anyway, in the back of his mind, he will still be thinking about you and won't be able to let it go. It is because you showed self-respect. Ladies, how to set in healthy boundaries with a guy, check out my video right here. So ladies, these were my 8 tips. Never fight for his attention and you will always have it. Let me know what did you think about this video in the comments below. Please like it if you liked it, share it with the ladies who need it. If you would like to know how to stay attractive via text, games men play on women, how to control your emotions, how to get your ex back, how to love yourself, or if you have a hobby and you would like to make it into an online business, I have all these packages for sale, which I will drop in the video description box below and as a pinned comment under this video. Join my free Facebook group, which is called Greta's High Value Woman School, where we are all in the same boat, learning how to be women of high value and bring out the best in our men. Follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram is called Ladies Relationship Coach. And for one-on-one group coaching or coaching with a member of my team or joining my incredible VIPs, please book us through my website, which is called gretabereisaite.com. And thank you for watching. Kisses from Dorset.